All right. Welcome to the Ecom Power podcast. Hello, Michal.
Hello, Norm. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Just
Good
back
to see
from
you.
your hometown.
Yeah, I know. And we didn't met.
Yeah, you were too busy. Your calendar was too full to come out and see us.
No. But
Oh,
yeah, did you enjoy the nice weather? You guys had a nice weather, huh?
yeah, it was actually kind of cool, which was nice for Vegas. Anyways, I was expecting it to be really hot, but it was perfect cigar
Perfect.
weather.
Yeah. To sit outside and yeah.
Exactly.
No.
So, again, welcome to the Ecom Power podcast. Today, we got a really great topic. We're going to be discussing strategies to skyrocket your Walmart marketplace sales during the holiday season. And we're also going to be talking about what as a seller, what you can do or what happens when you lose the buy box to a competitor, how to capitalize success during fourth quarter, and what mistakes do sellers make during this time period. Now, before we go over to a sponsor, I just want to point something out. We ran an experiment on our Amazon TikTok account just to see what would happen. And I don't know if Kelsey wants to pop in here, but we did this and we had incredible results. Kelsey, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so just a little bit of background. I do a TikTok Amazon deal account. So every day I share deals about Amazon, and yesterday was the Black Friday start for Walmart. So I started sharing some deals, and one of them was like a top 5 deals for Walmart, and it went off and got 15,000 views yesterday. So it was a big spike, and compared to the Amazon deals recently, like the Walmart deals specifically have been much more viral.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah, double, triple the amount that we've been seeing on average from Amazon. Now that can spike like any day, but I just thought our very first Walmart post, and we got a ton of traffic.
Yeah, but I think the reason for that is everybody know that nobody can beat Walmart on Black Friday deals. They're always good, and their deals is about everything, not just electronic. It can be toys and clothing and gifts and decoration, and their catalog when they have all their deals for Black Friday is always the biggest and the best. Like it's
Yeah,
nobody
I,
can beat them.
I'm just kind of curious if the listeners, if you knew that Walmart was already digging into Black Friday.
Oh
So
yeah,
just
it started
yeah,
yesterday.
yeah, just throw it in the comments section. But before we get going, Michelle's going to keep her dog quiet, and we're going to go to a sponsor. And your bird. Are you struggling with your Walmart marketplace business? Do you need help from a skilled and reliable virtual assistant? Well, look no further than Virtual Assistant Academy or VAA Philippines. VAA specializes in locating, screening, training, and supporting high quality Walmart VAs in the Philippines. Their VAs receive extensive Walmart training and ongoing professional development and are committed to long term working relationships with you. Partner with VAA and experience the peace of mind knowing that you have a dedicated Walmart trained VA who's up to date with the latest tools and trends in the dynamic Walmart marketplace. Head over to VAAphilippines.com and let VAA match you with your ideal VA today. Okay, over to you, Michal. Oh, oh, you're muted. And she's muted.
I'm on mute
There we go.
because of the dog. You told me to keep the dog quiet. All right, so today we're going to discuss strategies to skyrocket your Walmart marketplace sales this holiday session. And today we have a guest that is a dear friend as well, and he's the co-founder behind a Celebrate, a startup dedicated to empowering sellers on Walmart marketplace with cutting-edge tools to help sellers grow on Walmart and they're committed to the seller success. I know them and know their tool for a while, and I'm very happy that Alon Saggie is here with us today. So hi, Alon.
Hey, Michal. Nice to be here. Thank you for having me.
Yes. So you know what? I'm going to start with the first question, but before we start, Alon, I know you have experience with Walmart for a couple of years, correct?
Yeah, more than 3 years now.
So you actually, before you had seller grade, were you a seller, or it was like what came first?
Yeah, I was a seller on Amazon, and I did I think a typical journey like everybody else. I saw success on Amazon, and then I decided to de-risk and find an additional sales channel. So I moved. Copied my, like everybody else, I copied my listings over to Walmart and see that it doesn't work the same way. And then this is how I started the journey with my Walmart, my own journey at Walmart. Back then, when we started, there were no other tools. There was no Helium 10 or any other tool for Walmart, and I believe we were the first one to come up with our tools just for my own needs. I needed back then I needed an autoresponder. There wasn't anything. So this is how we began developing this, and this is how Celebrate became to be.
So I think before we do anything, I just want to make sure that if you're interested in this app, that we know how to spell it, because it could be a little funky if you're just listening.
Yeah. So the name is Celebrate, and it's not Seller Great. It's think about as sell a great, like sell a great product. So that's the
and that A is an E, right? SELLEGR8. If I'm spelling it correct. Oh, you got it right on your If you're listening to the audio, that's what it is. But video, okay, it's right on your name.
Yeah. We're always gonna put the link as well later. We have our link as well. So let's start talking a little bit about listings. And I know one of the things that you're really good is really monitoring listings, and so you can give us some really good tips. So what happens in a situation when a seller their product listing is from some reason is unavailable, maybe it's price or maybe it's out of stock, and then he can lose his buy box, and it's hard sometimes to get the buy box back. And what do you recommend in these cases? How you find a good way not to have in this situation, or going back to the buy box?
Yeah, I think it's not uncommon for sellers to face such a situation, and it can be very frustrating, and I get that. We've all been there. And my best piece of advice is, first thing is investigate the issue, understand why it happened. Was it a technical glitch or something else? And there are different ways to handle different situations. It probably sometimes it will be just reaching out to Walmart support, and they're there to help us. But I think really addressing the issue is it begins before it happens. And you can think about it like you're having a shop that opens 24/7, but you can be there all the time. So that's where monitoring tools step in, and they're like your virtual assistants, and they can keep an eye on your products day and night. And that's important because people browse and buy, especially in the holidays, during all the hours of the day. And if your product isn't visible or available when they're looking, you might miss a sale. And there are also competitors, so we can't forget about them, and they change their prices and strategies. So if you don't keep up, you could lose customers to your competitors. So monitoring tools, I think is a key thing to consider. They alert you when something changes. They allow you to make quick decisions. It's like having someone guard your shop while you are not around. So it's something I highly recommend to try and use and see. I think the return on investment is very clear. If if you were able to save one sale, then it's a no-brainer, the cost versus the gains that you can make.
Yeah, that's a good point. You know, it happened to me with one of our clients that suddenly we see there is no sales and he has stock. The stock is a WFS. We go to Walmart and his item is unavailable. Just a glitch.
Yep.
And, you know, every day like that, if you don't notice that, you're losing a lot of money.
Yeah, even 1 hour. I mean, it's critical, especially during Q4 when everything is hectic and crazy.
Now. And yeah, I want to encourage everyone, make sure you're daily, you know, checking your listing, checking that you're active, checking that, because, you know, it's software, you know, as much as Walmart is trying, there unfortunately there's still a lot of glitches sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, I would say, so me personally, for us, daily is not enough, and there is the aspect of monitoring your listing, but it could be even something else like monitoring your advertising budget. You know, maybe your budget caps have reached, and you know, you're not advertising at them. So I would suggest do it as frequently as you can. Leverage, if you can't leverage software for some reason, you know, leverage VAs, leverage your friends, have your wife browse to your listing and see if you see the ads, whatever.
That's a good point.
It's really important. This is the money time, you know, pun intended. This is Q4, so we have to be on top of our game. And again, I highly recommend using software that can help you with this task.
Yeah, I think a lot of people, if they're new to Walmart and advertising, and right now those days is Black Friday, there's like maybe 10 to 20 more traffic than a regular day. So you can run off ads in 10 a.m. And if you don't know that, you know, you again, you're gonna lose money. So that's such a good point.
Now, how does this? How does it fare out between Amazon and Walmart for ads now? What's the cost like? Is it running similar or is it still cheaper?
From my experience, it's a little bit cheaper. I know, you know, Walmart made the changes earlier this year where you know, they had this auction style where, you know, if you bid it for, let's say, $1 and the previous bidder was 80 cents, then you would pay $1. And where in Amazon, for example, you paid only 81 cents, right? So that caused the bids on Walmart to be higher, but that has changed. So I think the competition on Amazon is bigger than Walmart still. So it's great news for us as sellers, and that's personal. I mean, that's my personal experience as well as what I see from other customers when we check their data.
Be interesting to see. I know this is a different rabbit hole, but it would be different. Be interesting to see the ROI compared from an Amazon account during this time period and a Walmart account during this time period. And I would be curious. Michal, I wonder if we could run
all the time, but you know, it really depends on the product. In most of my clients, the ROI is much better on Walmart. But again, you know, it's really the same. Amazon, Walmart, you have to re-optimize your campaigns over and over again. A lot of people, they put campaigns and they forget about them. Especially now when it's Q4 and keywords can be involving. You know, people now searching for different things. Like in the past, somebody could search for, you know, let's say a woman gift set. Now this, like now, for example, it can be something like a woman Christmas gift set, right? It can be, and if you don't know that, you're missing that. That phrase that is maybe a little bit longer, but if you don't focus on it as well, you're missing out all this traffic you can get, you know, more clicks. And so I think right now is really crucial too.
I think that's really important. I was going to say it's so important because if you're using your keywords from Amazon, you could be really doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah.
So, by using a tool like SellerGrate, it will provide you with the keywords and all the analytics that you need. So can we talk about that for a little bit, about the keywords and how to use the app to really get the optimal listing?
Sure. One of the features I like most is we call it keywords discovery. And it's basically, you're all familiar, I guess, with the reverse ASIN on Amazon. Basically, you provide a product ID, and you expect to get back a list of keywords that this product is ranked for. Many tools, they use some sort of a database, and they will, you'll ask for you provide them a product ID or an ASIN on Amazon, and they will just spit out results from the last 30 days, and you'll get that. You'll work with whatever you have, and that's by the way, that's why you are able to get those results so quickly. You just, it looks like a magic. You type the ASIN, and then after 3 seconds you get the results. And it makes you think, how can they do that? They do that by maintaining a database. What makes us different is that we are not using a database solely. We're not basing our results solely on a database result. We are actually scanning Walmart, and we give you a real-time snapshot of the true keywords your product is ranked for, both organically and both for your sponsored campaigns. And it helps because there could be a switch or some kind of change in sentiment or trends during Q4. People maybe are looking for more things to be used as gifts, so you can see those keywords are popping up. And you can take action. So, for example, if you see that you're ranking on page 2 for a specific keyword, maybe it's going to be a good idea to maybe push a little on marketing for this keyword to try and rank on page 1. So this, I think, using the keywords discovery on SellerGrate, and later on you can use the keyword tracker to continuously track those keywords and make sure that your marketing efforts are in the right direction. This combination can really help you stand out of the crowd.
Yeah, love that tip. Or take that keyword and just put it in your listing. Like, that's another thing that can help you rank for that keyword. I see so many times listings, and they don't have keywords. They don't have much keywords. They don't have description, and the title is sometimes very, very long. They're trying to stuck all their keywords in their title, and we know Walmart doesn't like it, so they don't really get the results from doing that. Do you have any tips about how to use your keywords better?
Yeah, I mean, the obvious, make sure your listing represent your true product. I mean, don't try to stuff keywords into your title. It just it does a disservice to you at the end of the day. And I think you can learn from your competitors, see what works for them. So you can run a discovery session on your competitor, see what keywords they are ranked for, and maybe there's something you didn't think about. You can add to your product. You can look at their listing and see if you can somehow highlight your product as a better product. Maybe there's some angle you can address. That's the main thing. I think, to be honest, I think most of us, I want to hope that most of us are already, prepared for Q4. So we made all the preparation needed with our listings, because, it's around the corner. It's like, I've already seen myself and other customers, we've seen the uptick in sales. So in terms of the preparations, like, the inventory, make sure that you have enough inventory and make sure that your listings are polished. I want to believe that everyone is they have their A game and they're ready. I have I think another tip for the day after, and I think we could maybe leverage the Q4 results. And so the first tip I have is about inventory. I think it's overlooked. So everybody is, it's the obvious to get ready for Q4. So everybody is making sure that they have enough inventory. But people often forget about the day after, like Q1. And you can clearly see that after every Q4, I mean, for the experienced sellers out there, we know that inventory is gone for many sellers, and there's an opportunity there as a seller to beat your competition just by having enough inventory for Q1. So make sure you don't, I mean, it's e-commerce, you don't get to rest when Q4 ends. It all starts over again. So that's my first tip, I think, for this Q4. Look at Q1. And along the same lines, I think you may be surprised to find out that there might be new opportunities coming up in terms of ranking, keywords ranking. So this holiday season, with the increased amount of impressions and traffic, you may get ranked higher for some of your products, for some of your keywords. Take those opportunities, research, analyze, and push the right budgets for your ads for those keywords. If they're on, the lower part of page 1 or on page 2, and if it's not a seasonal keyword and it's a keyword that actually makes sense to promote, go for it. I think Q1 sets the tone for the entire year, and Q4 can present you some opportunities for the next year as well. So just those are, I think, my best 2 tips for Q4. I'm sorry. I think we are, most of us, familiar with the tips about making your listing ready and making sure you have enough inventory, but for some reason they neglect those 2 angles, 2 points.
Yeah, great tips. I'm sure that most of the sellers are focusing on getting inventory, but nobody actually stopping and re-optimize their listing and running their new keywords, or putting some keywords that are more relevant for this time of the year.
So for your keywords, would you recommend doing something generic, like putting in gift for, or something about Christmas or holidays, just to pick up those, like gift set, just to pick up those extra sales? Or if you're running PPC, would it just be a waste of money?
Yeah, I think it depends, like everything in e-commerce. It really depends on your brand and how strong brand awareness you have. It could be a waste of money if you're just using like a Christmas gift term or something like that. And I personally prefer long tail keywords. But hey, if you're I don't know, if you're selling Apple products, or if you have license to sell Apple products or Nike products, something like that, maybe that could work for you. I'm all for testing with small budgets and see what works for you. From what I've seen, long tail keywords will work better for you, and there's a lot of traffic. That's what's good about Q4. So everybody gets a share of the pie.
Yeah, I see things like gifts for 6 years old, or gift for girls. Like, the people are very specific, but those phrases in this time of the year, they're very high. We can talk about 10, 20, 30K searches a month. So for this time of the year, I would say pay attention. Not always. I wouldn't tell people to. This is why I'm telling everybody, you have to run a report for keywords at least once a month. And on your competition, that was one of your tips, and it's correct.
And that's part of. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say that's part of what we discussed earlier about the monitoring. Monitor everything. So if you launch the campaign, don't wait for 10 p.m. to see how it's going. I mean, if you see that you have a keyword that's wasteful and is spending your budget, then take care of it. So you have to really be focused during the holidays.
Yeah, so I know you told me something about you guys starting working with Walmart Connect. So do you, if you can talk about it, are you planning any tools to help with ads? Like what's on your roadmap?
Yeah, typically I don't like to speak about roadmap too much, but I can say that right now I think we have a very comprehensive set of dashboards on Celebrate, financial dashboards, and I think we're one of the few that can actually show you your true profits. What we hope to achieve with the API integration with Walmart Connect is the ability to give you better granularity. So for example, today we can show you how much money, we can show you your sales versus how much money you're spending on ads. But since we didn't have the integration, the API integration, we couldn't tell you to the campaign level, like how much money are you spending for each product or for each campaign. And that's something that we'll be able to improve now. We're also looking into automating some of the stuff related to advertisement and monitoring, but I think I'll be able to share more as we make progress.
All right, that's good. That's good to know that you guys are, because I get a lot of questions from people about ads. People seem like they cannot see, how much money they're spending sometimes per like keywords, specific keywords, or like more into details, like see more details like they used to with Amazon. People have like a lot of issues, or they don't know how to do that, or they cannot find it. What do you want to recommend? Anything how to get more data from Walmart?
So yeah, it's like I share the pain, and honestly, when I thought about building something for that, it's kind of scratching my own itch. It's really, I don't think there is like a full complete solution out there, and I think there's no alternative to. Of course, you should use software and automate as much as you can, but there's no alternative to also download the reports from Walmart and doing some manual work. Unfortunately, I think that's the reality we live right now. I haven't found a solution that allows you to set and forget. It just unfortunately I'm not sure if it's something we could build, but at the moment I haven't found any. If you know about something, let me know. I'll be happy to use it. It's just it requires attention. It requires tweaking. And maybe that's the nature of the beast. I don't know. And it's not something unique to Walmart. I think also on Amazon, in the world of machine learning and AI and everything, we still have something as human that we're not replaceable completely. So it's good, it's bad, I don't know, but that's the reality right now. So deep dive, I would say just deep dive into your data, try to do the work, find the keywords that convert, find the ones that don't convert and waste your budget, and just take care of it. Some aspects can be automated and can save you a lot of time, but there's no such thing as set it and forget it. It's just it won't work. And even if you think it's working for you, you're probably missing out on opportunities because you're not deep diving into. So for example, you can if you deep dive, you can find out that there is a keyword that has a very good conversion rate and a great ACOS, but you're not pouring enough money on it. The budget is not high, the bid is low, too low, and maybe you could have amplified the results of this keyword by just increasing the bid a little bit. So just one example.
I just want to mention, just going back to AI for a sec. One of the things that you can do, and this is to anybody who's listening, I'm not sure if you've thought of this, but you could go in to the help section and take and just download the guides. It tells you exactly what you need to do. Now, you can either just upload the file, okay, and have ChatGPT read the file and recognize it, or you can have there's a PDF plugin where ChatGPT now can just read the PDF as is. So it just turns everything, it's OCR, so it can just read all the text, no problem. And then you can upload it. Once you have that in the chat, then ChatGPT will understand all the do's and don'ts, like the TOS of Walmart. And then when you're doing things like a title or writing a description, you can add it and ask it if it's okay to upload, or is there any improvements? And typically you'll get an okay answer right now when you do that, which is something that's kind of unique out there when you're looking at AI. So I just wanted to throw that out there.
Yeah. It's a very cool idea. I haven't thought about it, but I'm sure to try it. So thank you for that.
Yeah, no problem.
It just reminded me something. So we talked about advertisement, but advertisement. It's the last step. I think we also sometimes forget that it all begins with an optimized listing, and selling products that people want. That's even before the listing. So let's start there, and then make sure that our listings are optimized. And yeah, if everything is optimized and you have great products, then go for it. Push as hard as you can on ads, but you can't expect your ads to work and be profitable if you have a lousy product, or your listing do not reflect the true nature of the product, or do not educate the customer. So we should never forget about that. I mean, stick to the basics first, and then we can add all the bells and whistles on top.
Yeah, that's why I tell people, and don't invest in ads till you fix your listing. I love that. So let's talk about mistakes. Like, for example, don't copy your listing from Amazon and expect great things to happen. But what the most common mistake you see a lot of sellers doing on Walmart?
So I can talk about a few things I saw. I think it also it really depends on your level of experience. So I think for beginners, I think they don't really understand the power of Q4, or the amount of traffic that they're going to get on Q4. And as trivial as it sounds, they don't have enough inventory. That's the number one mistake I see. People are doing great, and after a week they run out of inventory, and even before Black Friday starts, they're gone, they're out of the game. And it's really devastating, because not only you're losing sales, but you're losing ranking, and you're losing everything we talked about for the preparation for Q1. So it can really, getting out of inventory in Q4 can be really dramatic and have great negative impact on your business. So that's my number one take. If you're new there, if you never experienced a Q4, then get ready. It's better to have a little bit more inventory. And I'm not saying send everything to Walmart. At least maybe have something on a third-party warehouse. Just be ready. Don't start manufacturing on Q4. Obviously, that's one mistake. I think another one could be as the same because of the same root cause of elevated impressions, is not being on top of your ad campaigns. You can burn all your budgets really quickly on Q4. So just be prepared. Make sure that you have the right bids. It's better to take it slowly and increase bids if needed than the other way. You can lose a lot of money on ads if you're not optimized. And if you're optimizing normal days, it doesn't mean that you're optimized for Q4. So and there's no there's no better way, or there's no great way to optimize for Q4. There's not a lot you can do ahead of time, because you don't know truly the demand for a specific keyword, other than it's going to be if it's holidays related, it's going to be probably high. So the way to go about it is to make sure that you do have budget caps, and you have reasonable bids, and you adjust as you move forward. So you really have to be on top of things. You cannot, unfortunately, I take my family for a ski vacation on Christmas and the holidays, and I'm not 100% able to enjoy the vacation as much as I wanted to, because I have to attend to my business when everybody hates are on vacation. You have to be present. You have to show up for your business. So I think those are the two main ones. Just keep monitoring and address issues as assuming you're prepared. Don't neglect and address issues as they are coming.
If we're looking at this as a holiday period, so Q4 for me, when you first think of it, ends at Christmas. But that's not the case, is it?
No, and actually, I just received an email the other day from Amazon that this year, I'm not sure if it's public or if we should tell this, but I think it's public. They actually, yeah, who cares? They actually, this year, they're going to have a prolonged Black Friday. So it's not just the 2 days of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, the weekend. It's going to be like more than a week. I don't know what Walmart is going to do about it. I have a feeling that they are going to do something about it.
It started yesterday, and it's a couple of days, a break, and again, it's gonna be repeating. Thanksgiving. Yeah.
So so it's really, to your point, Norm. I mean, it's just a one big holiday, and I think, from what I hear also from other sellers and from other sources. I have a friend who works for some company that does market analytics and market predictions. They expect to have a huge holiday season this year. So we'll see. I mean, it's just a prediction, but that's what he told me about their analytic stuff and what they're expecting. We'll see.
Typically, just from what I've seen, just from our clients and also just what we sell, we'll find that it tapers off usually around January 15th. So your holiday season really runs into January. You can take advantage of that and just reap the rewards. So don't cut back on your advertising. I mean, you have to gauge it. But if it's still a flywheel and you're still getting all these sales, don't cut it off because you think it's ending.
Right. And what comes after January 15th? There's Valentine's Day, which is also super popular for some products. So it's the opportunity is big in e-commerce.
Yeah.
Well, even Alon, so even specialty holidays. So there's I deal with a couple of non-alcoholic spirits, and twice a year you've got dry months, and it's called Dry January. So if you have a product that has a specialty month, I mean, you could take a look at Valentine's Day as a specialty month too, because all your beauty products or products for gifting, perfect for Mother's Day. These are things that you would look at to really start throwing money down and preparing for a few months ahead of time. But when you have something like this, and I don't know if I'll just make this up, barbecue month or grill month. Usually that's a season.
Sure there is.
But I just wanted to point out that if you start and you find out that these specialty holidays are out there, then just make sure you double down, because you'll be getting extra sales there too.
Yes. I think one of the ways that you could leverage tools like Celebrate is if you there is the ability to basically help you with forecasting. And so if you have sales data from previous years, with Celebrate, you can basically try to forecast how much I'm going to sell this month or the next 2 weeks based on past years. It's not, forecasting is as good as it can get, but it's something. It's better to have something than nothing. That can help you prepare with inventory, with your marketing budget, and they go hand in hand, marketing and inventory. I mean, you have to do this planning together. So definitely use your sales data to find those opportunities that Noam just talked about.
Let's take a quick break to get a note from our sponsor.
Wallysmarter.com is a cutting-edge software tool designed to help online sellers make more money on Walmart.com. Featuring advanced keyword and product research tools, Wallysmarter identifies high-demand, low-competition niches for you to capitalize on. With more accurate Walmart sales estimates provided by its easy-to-use Chrome extension, Wallysmarter takes all the guesswork out of selling on Walmart. Be empowered to make more informed decisions and grow your business like never before. Try Wallysmarter today with no credit card required. Did I say no credit card required? Anyways, use your coupon code Power 30 and get 30% off Wallysmarter today for life. All right.
All right. So let's talk a little bit because, yeah, as we see, there's so many tools out there. And so can you tell me how Celebrate is different than other tools?
Sure. I think we already mentioned one thing, which is the real-time nature of what we are doing. So if we talked about keywords discovery, we show you the true ranking of your keywords as at the time of when you click the button, right? It's not something that we get from 60 days before, something like that. We may show you some results from the past, but we also scan the catalog, and we make sure to present you the most up-to-date results. Same with the keyword tracker that we have for Walmart. I'm not familiar with many tools that have this capability of showing you your keywords ranks, both organic and sponsored, in such a scale. So usually it can get very expensive to do this. And lastly, I think we have a very robust set of dashboards that show you profitability as well as trends and forecasting tools. So I think it's our suite of tools is really something that is something every seller can use. Whether it's a seller or even if you're an agency that manages multiple brands, it's a set of essential tools, I would say, to be able to succeed on Walmart.
Yeah, I didn't hear about any software that's showing you the profit, and people are asking me all the time, like, how can you see the profit, like more numbers? So I think from knowing, I know your tool is great. The dashboard is amazing. It's kind of giving you like a clear picture of like what's happening right now in your account, your sales, your profit, and so much more.
Yeah, and it's not an easy task to do. You have to really dig into at least 3 or 4 reports from Walmart to really aggregate all the different data points from sales, reconciliation, returns, advertisement. So to sync all the data, it's really time consuming effort that can be, and it's good that it can be automated. So
I'm curious. I have a question. If someone or agency have a couple of accounts, can you actually have different accounts under the software?
Yeah, it's a great question. We recently added a single sign-on capability. So basically, you can have a master account for the agency, or if you have multiple brands, and then you can easily switch between the accounts and deep dive into each individual account. So,
that's great. Love that.
Thank you.
Use that. All right. Norm, do you have any more questions?
I think that's it.
Maybe we have some questions. Kelsey, do we have any question from our audience?
Oh, yeah, Kelsey's being professional again.
There's no questions, but again, if you do have any questions, let us know in the comment sections. And also make sure you check out Celebrate. It's the links are down below. And
if you think of a question later, make sure you just go over to our group, Selling on Walmart Marketplace, or the Ecom Power groups, and just put it in there, and one of our experts will get back to you right away.
Yeah. And Alon is always in the Facebook. I know he's responding and helping. And first of all, I want to say so many thank you. So, first of all, you are very active and helping, when people are asking questions. So thank you for that. And also thank you. You were one of our sponsors for our Ecom Power Summit. That was a very successful event, our first one, and we loved it and enjoyed it. So thank you so much for taking part of it and helping it, happen. So if somebody want to try your Celebrate, Is there any offers, anything you want to mention, where they can find you if they have any questions?
Yeah, they can go to our website, celebrate.com. We offer 14 days free trial, no credit card required.
Right.
And yeah, just give it a try. Integration is really quick, and looking forward to your questions.
All right.
All
Wonderful.
right. I think that's it. Alon, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. It's been a pleasure.
All right.
So we'll see you next Thursday, Norm?
Yes.
Are you going to
Next
be here?
Thursday. I'm hoping to be here.
Going nowhere?
Nope, I'm here.
He's like, oh, I'm on the airplane.
Okay, so I think this is another option, another tool that can help you out. And like you said, Michal, what I like about it is it shows the profitability. So a lot of tools don't do that, and so you can know where your numbers are, you can forecast, and that really helps out as well. So once again, just wanted to thank Alon for coming on, thank him for being a sponsor, just like you mentioned, and that's it until next week. Anything else?
No, we will see you next Thursday. We have a live Q&A, and you guys can please come and ask questions, and let's talk about Q4. We also have next week, we will have a specialty webinar for the Ecom Power Summit for the members that got the all access pass. It will be on Wednesday.
Yep.
Correct? Wednesday,
yeah.
I think the 15th. It will be at 5 p.m. Eastern. So to be part of that, and you guys gonna need to go to a Ecom Power Summit and get the all access pass to get all the amazing recording and bonuses, more than 20K, and have a chance to join a specialty webinar for Q4 with me, Norm, and Carrie Miller from Helium 10. So hope to see you all in there. We will post some information in the next few days about that. And Norm, I will see you next week, and have a beautiful weekend.
Fantastic. All right. We'll see y'all later.